Welcome back, day 2 of the rewire. We have done loads on the first day. From the first video, if you have seen it, we managed in first day, chase everything, downstairs sockets, downstairs lights, 2 cooker feeds. I think that was it, but we got loads done. We've just done the kitchen, so we managed to use and reutilise a lot of the old boxes. That was a single, we converted to a double. The old cooker's going, that was a single to a double. These are going, we've ran the socket under there, which is going to be sort of a breakfast bar thing, and I've done the fuse spur that goes under here. So we're about to go and do the lights. We've got 6 to go in here. We've got the JCC fire guards. We've just bought a brand new hole saw from the local wholesaler, so it'll be nice and sharp, nice and crisp. Do we have a dade?
No.
Nope. So the problem I've just had, well, a problem I've had for a while now, my organisational skills are...
excellent.
That's a good way to put it. Because we emptied the van when I went on holiday, and we did a rewire last week, so I emptied the van, filled the van, then I emptied the van again because I don't like having the van full of tools over a weekend, especially all like rewire equipment, because it's very expensive. And I didn't put it back in as best as I could have, so we're missing a few vital things, i.e. earth sleeving, or decent earth sleeving, and the dade, and a few other things Adam shouted at me for. So we'll get these marked out, we'll show you upstairs. We've got massive runs of troughs. What are you laughing at?
Really expensive stuff. The dade, earth sleeving.
I don't know why I can't wait for you to pass your exam and go away and leave me alone. I'm sick of it. If you anyone's out there that wants to be my next apprentice, I don't want another apprentice. I'm just joking. I don't. So yeah, we've got massive gaps in the joists, and because we've done so many plug holes and whatnot, and I'll show you what we've done with the Armeg stuff with the plugs. Very impressed with that as well. But it doesn't cut amazingly. Like, it cuts through for the first level, but when it scores out for it to be flush and makes like a recess in it, it's just a bit now, it gets clogged up quite a lot. So I don't know if it's just me with this type of wood, but it's not the best. When the Armeg scores through the last bit, it just seems,
them little teeth.
Yeah, it seems a bit trash. Yeah, it could do with being at an angle, or 2 extra teeth, so it's not pressure on 2, it's 4. Yeah. That's just my opinion. Anyway, let's go upstairs. All right, we're upstairs. These are our new cables. These are our 6mm just to be put up in the corner, and our light feed that we're going to be using in a minute. You can see here, there's a ring floodlight cam that was wired straight off the sockets from 1mm before on a surface box on a light switch. So Adam's rejigged that, put a few spur in. We've got our last one on the run there. We've got a double one here. So these are our plugs. Worked really well, like it. But because I've got easy access up here with a tape measure, we can measure straight off this wall exactly where the joists are going to hit. So normally off the worktop we would do 650/700 from the edge of a wall. So if we go 700 there, that's not a problem. And this here is the kitchen wall. So if we do 700, we're going to be very close to that edge of that joist. So we can kick it in a bit, because this will just be wall units up top here. So if we want to bring it to 600, that's not going to be an issue there. Happy with that. There's a couple of noggins in around, but if it hits one, we can just chisel the back out. That's not an issue with that. It's very difficult to find out where they are, because there's one here, and then the next one is in the middle, and then there's none in this one, and then here it's there. It's very bizarre how they've done the noggins. But yeah, 700, 600, no problem. Hello. Right, 700 off this side, Adam's in the cupboard. Can you see him down there?
Do you want me to give you a hand to measure up?
No, it's okay. 700 off here. That's our line. 700. We'll do it 700, so it's equal distance over the worktop. We try and do it like this. So worktops are normally 600, 620. I want 600. This allows you to have an equal spread of light over the top. So if you're leaning over the sink, you're not casting too much of a shadow, because the light is a little bit on top of you. Sometimes you have people that put them in here as a bit more of a feature, but it allows a decent spread of light to not cast a shadow everywhere. And what we're going to do is get a measurement. Now I've done that roughly, I'm just going to get a measurement of the room, find our centre, get our centre ones, and then work back off that. Okay, we've got a good spread of light. We've got 6 in here. These ones are ending over this side, ready for the breakfast bar. So let's get them cut out, get the dade on. If you haven't seen a dade, if you're new to the channel, this is a dade. It's a dust eliminator. And just like that, 6 holes are cut. That was a noggin, it's not a joist. I had to trim it down just a wee little bit, but that's fine. JCC, the good thing with the fire guards, I haven't got any in here, I'll show you. So if you ever do scraper a noggin. I would never, ever, ever, ever recommend anyone ever cuts a joist. It's there for a reason. I've seen it so many times where I think, oh, I'll just take a bit out. Just don't do it. But with the JCC, I just realised it says NB for Nick Bundy, delicious. Is it chamfered? So we've cut the holes a little bit bigger. But if you ever have to trim a noggin like that, it's chamfered at the top. So you can get away with putting the hole saw in one depth, and like that will allow it. So it's good. And the fire guards as well don't come in plastic bags, which is another good thing, because I'm sick of opening something and everything being in a bag, in a bag, in a bag. It's not on his Adam. We want to save the turtles, don't we?
No.
He wouldn't even wait for me to start recording.
What?
You wouldn't even wait.
I've already shipped them all.
You like stripping, don't you? Things, strip cable. What? Who? Oh, you have, haven't you? Easy peasy. And annoyingly, there was GU10s on the side, and Adam went, oh no, customers got GU10s for the down lights, but it was for the up and down lights out the front, so we don't have any GU10s here, which is fine. Allow it, Adam.
It's not going to be turned on today, anyway.
What isn't?
These lights.
Oh, right.
Unless you stay here till 12
I thought you were going to show me a picture of your mum. So, yeah, that's pretty much that done, and we've got to bring 2 6mm down, so what I'm going to do is drill a hole like that up in there, loop them down here, and the customers then got them for the new kitchens going in. At some point, whether or not we do the electrics or someone else does the electrics, not an issue with us, but we've got 2 in there. There's loads enough for it to go all the way down, across and round and all that sort of stuff there. So I'm going to go and drill up, but first of all, I'm going to go and check that there's no pipes again. Everything's going really well. It's the first rewire we've done in such a long time where, I think ever, where everything we've done has gone to plan. So it makes a massive difference to morale, to not paying Adam on Friday because he's not working today. Great, no problem. So I want to drill that hole there. So that's the light switch, as you can see, just there. So I want to come a bit further across and drill up the same thing, but I wanted to double check there was no pipes in the way. And lucky for me, we're okay. But it means I've just got to bring all the 6mm back to this, whiz it under, and yeah. So that's the kitchen second fixed. Adam dropped the slop for that, but it's all being redone anyway. The 6mm are here. Adam second fixed the lights. We just need to get some bulbs, lamps, socket, a few switch spur for a socket under here. We've got a socket there. We've got a socket there. We've got a socket there, and the switch on. Nice. We've just tidied up, as you can see. It's nice and neat now, and we're trying out the new Niglon.
We have fitted a few of these before.
Yeah, but these are the new round edge ones. They're very, very similar to Click, which is interesting.
Probably made in the same factory.
Probably are. So we're going to be going around each way. We've just got a heat alarm to put in here, but we're just going to poke a hole and just sweep up again. But yeah. That's nice and tidy. And at the end of the video, I will show off costings, how much everything was charged and whatnot. I've got nothing to hide. Adam's already looked at it. I always print one off. We've got it on the iPad, but Adam can go around, walk around, double and triple check. We're not missing anything. There's nothing worse. You finish a room off, you tidy it up, and then you go, actually, there should have been another socket here. So we're just going to start. Probably just going to work our way. We'll second fix the lounge. We can do the porch. And the biggest bit of wiring left to do is upstairs lights. So should we get downstairs done and go upstairs? Because he's in the loft today.
As well.
So, yeah, we'll...
yeah, we'll do that. Quickly eat something and then...
Oh, well, you bought me. You got me some lunch?
You can have a nibble. You can have the crust.
Oh, thanks, mate. My hair go curly. And not white anymore. It's a little white streak I got me mint. Let's all unbox and fit a £250 light together and see if it's worth it. It comes in a bed sheet ad. You see this? So we've all agreed that that's just trash. So see you later. That's going. Plate goes on the ceiling. We're going to earth the plate. These little lugs here and slide on to mount it, and it really is as simple as that. So would you like some raw, unbiased opinion on that light fin? Okay, I know you all said yes. First of all, why doesn't that line up? Anyway, I've just noticed that. The cables that come on the actual light fin, so the brown and blue, too short. I had this all nice and neat, bunched up out the way on here, and they are probably 2 inches, which isn't enough. I mean, sometimes it's enough, but not in this situation. Second of all, the holes here for the fixings, were way too big unless you had washers. And annoyingly, the washers that I had, which we didn't realise from the wholesalers, are not M2, like the bigger holes. So my silver screws went straight through. But luckily this one and this one hit a beam, no problem at all. It is ridiculously heavy for what it is. And that's my opinion so far. I can't power it up because it's not on. So, but yeah, it's, I don't know. For the amount of money, it should have been easier to install than that. I'm not saying it was an effort, but it wasn't the neatest thing in the world. Anyway, shut up, Nick. Cool, no one cares. Many hours later, the floor is going back down. This delicious runs we've got in here. Got the red cable, classic. Classic Nick can add that, isn't it? Classic. For the smoke alarm circuit. We can't put this down because I've got to put a junction box in for the Wagos. But this is what we've been doing. We've second fixed. We popped that in with a bit of CT1. Gone around with a bit of fat filler for anything that needs it. Obviously I can't fill them yet because they're still drying. Got some USB ones here and here. Very nice. So we've done it slightly backwards because we haven't done the upstairs lights, but we need the floor back down, which you can see here. Oh, nice. To get to the loft hatch. So we've done the feeds through here into the box outside. So Adam's done that. Everything in here is pretty much ready to go. So we've got the feed up. So we've got our 3-core and earth for the smoke, our 3-core and earth for the 2-way lighting for the landing, and then our upstairs lighting feed. Here we go. I think it's time for Adam to go self-employed. It's 4:30, and we've still got, well, booked in another 2 days to do this. We'll finish it tomorrow by no problem. And Adam's just turned around and said, oh no, we'll do the upstairs lights now. We'll do the upstairs lights now. And didn't give me a choice and just gone up there, and now I haven't got a choice but to pass some stuff. What?
I'm the new boss, that's why.
Yeah. How are your shorts up there, alright?
Yeah, I love this stuff, look. Do you want some?
God, I got so hot and sweaty, like sticking rods up in the ceiling earlier.
Not too bad.
Your face is shiny.
Yeah. No, that's because I've had the mask on.
No. See? Masks. You didn't know ear defenders needed.
I had gloves on as well, to be fair, look. Look how clean they are.
Delicious. I took mine off at lunch and never put them back on, but we're all right. Right, like I said, pricing wise. So, hang on, what is the time, Mr. Wolf?
About 6.
It is 6:45, so you've done that pretty quick. I said a time limit earlier, what time it was, and I can't remember what it was.
Probably about 5.
Something like that. So that's everything. It just needs second fixing now. So customer, like I said in the previous video, accepted my quote or estimate, whatever you want to call it, through Tradify, which I'll put a link down below. 50% off the first 3 months, allowing you to get jobs done quicker and more efficiently. And I like to print it off like this afterwards, saves it on the iPad. We'll go around now, double check we've got everything. But it is a key thing for my business, and it's not just saying it because I get paid to say it. I actually like it and I actually use it, and it does benefit me, and it can benefit you. And it will benefit Adam when I get him for free when he is self-employed as well. So for the job, run through the tech specs. So 2-bed house, we've got 12-way RCBO fuse box board, which is already there. Thanks, mate. Oh, we need to take a picture of the breakers before we go, because we need to get them in the morning. There's already an IP double socket. So what we've installed, don't hit the microphone. Entranceway, we've got one-way switch and a pendant, and also we put a one-way switch in with a new outside light, which customer supplied. Lounge, 2 double sockets and 2 USB double sockets, single pendant with 2-way switching, and a smoke alarm. Kitchen, 6 spots, now it's 7 double sockets, 2 6mm feeds that are in at the top now, and a heat alarm. Landing, single pendant with 2-way switching, smoke alarm up here as well, so we've got smoke landing, smoke hall, and then heat in the kitchen. Bathroom, 4 spots, an inline fan up in the loft, and a feed to the mirror. Bedroom 1, this is the same for both bedrooms. You've got 2 USB double sockets, you've got 2 normal double sockets, pendant switch, and also we've just got a boiler feed, a fuse switch for the boiler in there. And the total, excluding VAT, was £4,100, including VAT, £4,920. So I can do breakdown more. I have promised time and time again I'll do an up-to-date pricing video of how we do it and how we work it out. If it's going to be helpful, let me know below. Thank you very much for watching. Take care now. Bye-bye then.
Bye!